Shabuza Genge, for those who are tuning in for the first time, thank you so much for joining us. Please do the right thing, subscribe and help this platform grow. Igama lami mna nguZola kaMcaciso. I am also known as the Spice King on the channel. And on my left, I've got my beautiful fiance, the wonderful, the amazing, the bubblicious Bubbles, also known as Babalwa.
That's correct. That's my name.
How's it feel? Anyway, guys, to all you guys who've been with us since day one, Ikenge Angempela, Siyabulela, thank you so much for being with us, Agule journey, and helping us grow. We wouldn't have the energy and the oomph, to continue shooting content on this platform. So it's because of your support and love. So siyabonga kakhulu. Today, we are talking about quite a very interesting topic. We are engaging on the concept of friendship. Does friendship really still mean the same as it used to when we were growing up? Or has the concept of friendship evolved with time, with technology? Have the principles changed? Or, do we need to redefine the meaning thereof? So I think that's what we're going to be, as you like to say, feasting on. We're going to be sharing our experiences, what we think about the friendship, how we've experienced friendships in the past and current. So, without further ado.
What was your perception on friendship and what is it now that you have grown?
I think my perception on friendships, yesterday's a conversation. It's quite a stressful conversation because about out there, and I think the most cooler, the more we realize that I generally think friendships are very important and they're a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. If they are done right.
I want to read what the definition of friendship is. Friendship is a relationship of mutual affection between people. It is stronger from interpersonal bond than an association and has been studied in academic fields such as communication sociology, social psychology, anthropology, and philosophy.
Okay. So is there anything that you want to say about that definition?
It's based on what you were saying, it's a mutual affection between people.
Yeah. So now I think
it's a bond.
It's a very important one. It's very similar to a relationship. Yeah. So I think if it's done right, the right way, with as it says, both that mutual interpersonal connection between two people, then it can actually help to empower the persons involved in the relationship to better their lives. That's I believe in friendship. I think they're important, but I think my experiences in the past have shown me that it's actually quite difficult to make friendships work in our day and age because of various factors. People are now more of friends if they have something to gain from each other. It's no longer just an innocent friendship that starts because two people generally get along. Now it's more like, what do I gotta gain from you? And generally that's just how I feel about it. I don't know what your view is.
No, from my perspective, generally speaking, I am a very friendly and bubbly person. So growing up, I've always had a lot of friends, and I feel I've learned the hard way on how to trust and letting people in easily. So like when I was young, I always used to bring people in, like invite friends to my house. I had so many friends until I learned like the hard way, where I had a very close friend growing up with, like, we were super tight. We went to the same primary school, moved to Cape Town, stayed neighbors until I moved into a certain stage of my life, and then things just like went cold or down south, where I was like in a different stage of my life, and that friend, like, we were so inseparable that when I came into a different stage of my life, they just did not understand. And they were just so, like, they had a hold over me. Like, how could you get into a relationship but I'm not in a relationship? How could you fall pregnant but I'm not pregnant? Because we did everything together, it was just like, it felt like maybe to them I was betraying them, and to me I was just like, what the fuck? Like, as my friend, I expect you to be happy for me and understand that I found love and I'm at a completely different stage as you, and there's no point of you being resentful, to the point whereby the friendship ended and we just were not seeing eye to eye anymore. Now, to some point, I always find myself letting people in easily into my circle because I'm such a nice person, because I'm such a, what do you call this? I'm a naive. I'm a naive person. I always see the better side of people,
That's
like
true.
the best side of people, and that to me has just come to like bite me in the ass very hard. So as like I'm growing, obviously to me, like, the less friends the better, because I just feel like friends bring so much drama into your life. To me, I perceived friendship as a unity of like confiding in each other, helping and encouraging each other. That's what I perceived it as.
What's the biggest lesson that you've ever learned from a friendship? To say, Yabona, here, this is what I've learned, and this is what I am taking with me, Bumini, going forward.
I think it's talking too much or letting too much, like letting your friend in too much into your life and into your relationship, into your life, like your personal life and into your relationship. One, personal life, in saying that when you trust someone to the extent whereby you share your goals, you share your dreams, and you share your vision for your life about things that you want to do. And there was this time where a friend of mine stole my idea and made it hers, actually. Like, I'll never forget this. She, like, guys, I remember this one time I used to go to church a lot. And I wanted to start this foundation for young women, where we gather together and have like a prayer session every month, but it would be like a talk as well, where we invite certain women to share about their career experiences. Did this girl not create the whole thing? Guys, when someone steals your idea and makes you look like you're crazy when you're saying you stole my idea. Like, I went to her, I confronted her, I was like, bro, you stole my idea. And she was like, what? No, you're lying. I've always
Maybe you were thinking about the same thing at the same time.
No, when I told her about the idea, she was not thinking about, guys, this girl stole my idea, guys. She launched it on Facebook. It was an actual event on Facebook.
Yes, girl.
She had attendees. But you know what? Look at what God did. The event did not happen. She advertised it so much, people were excited that it was like a thing. The day of the event, wanyamalala umdwe event. Dololo, girl, you know this person actually. When blown accounts his names. And you always ask me why I always stopped being friends with her, and that's the
okay.
Like, guys, I've never, I felt like a psychopath, and I told the other people that this person is stealing my idea, and to them they were like, look at me like, okay, like I was like the one that was jealous. Yes, no, guys, I've never been so angry. Like, I felt so hurt and betrayed, and I was like, this girl kept on sleeping at my place. Night we would chat until the AMs about this idea. Girls stole my idea.
So
For me, it's trust. I always tell people too much because I trust and I believe that like they see the best. Like for me, I've got a pure heart, guys. Like if you tell me something, I'll pray for you and be like, wow, I really hope that you can achieve that and accomplish that. And my mistake is expecting the same from the other person. But abantu abafani, and meanwhile that person is busy plotting against. The second one is letting them in on your relationships. Guys, your friends should not know what is happening in your relationships. No matter how much you love them and trust them, but do not expose your man's flaws to your friend, because they will use that against you. People are very gwiche, guys. Like, they are very gwiche. You will tell someone something that happened between you and your partner. Nilungise nina. Okay, ayoxelela omnye yena ngopartner wakho bakwenzeke ntoni. Goku nihamba nina ni all lovey-dovey. Kanti ubani nobani uyayazi ba uzola wenze u-ABC not. So that is the second one. I've learned that as well in a hard way, where a friend of mine brought up something that I had told her in front of my boyfriend.
I know ifuna lo boyfriend wayefuna.
Hayi njani babes?
Ifuna
wena like kuthena uzayizisa ke hoku, and that like
she wanted to substitute
and bit me as well in the
and
ass.
replace you. All right. Me, I've got slightly similar experience. Mna, I think maybe the make of the friendship Yamachita is different from Yamachita, I think. So I grew up I came from a very disadvantaged family where I come from. So I belong to, a crew when you grow up, Ningamachita, like you're always a group. So when you are the less fortunate in the group, you are usually the one who is sent to go buy ice boy. In the same, when you are in that situation as being the less fortunate in the group, right? You tolerate a lot of shit, right? You tolerate a lot of things from people. You don't even stand up for yourself. You're like, yeah, whatever. You're the yes person kind of guy, because like you are the ice boy of the group. But now when you grow, and this is the beautiful thing about life, is that it doesn't matter where you come from. I mean, how much you grow and how you grow is up to you. So when you grow and you catch up with the boys, right? And you get to a place where you can also now afford the things that everyone can afford. You know as much as everyone else. And obviously you're going to change how you were acting in the group compared to how you were back
Before.
then. And then once you now...
Because then you tolerated.
Yes, too much. Once you stop tolerating a certain level of behavior, then everything else changes, right? Because it becomes difficult for people to accept that now you are equal to us. Kind of, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So from a childhood friend's point of view, that was my experience. I grew so much from who I was when I met my friends to who I am right now. And then because I grew, I couldn't tolerate a lot of the nonsense that I used to tolerate. And as a consequence of that, myself and my friends would grow apart.
Okay.
So there was a lot of, and I hoped that we didn't grow apart, because I think we were
good friends.
We're good friends, with the exception of the male ego in friendships, as who is the man in the crew, who everybody wants to be the Beyonce. So once you stand up for yourself, and then you grow apart. That was my first experience, and there was nothing negative in my childhood friendships. I think those are actually the best friendships that I've had, with the exception of Ezondos as well, okay, is Amachita, male ego, as to who has what, and kind of a. But when I grew up, and sort of progressed in life and met new people and became friends with people that I met along the way, that's when the quirkiness of friendship that I started experiencing. And for me, my biggest problem in the circle that I have been in it's the fact that people silently competing with you, right? The issue of silent competition.
Abantu bathakatha ngenhliziyo doesn't have to manifest into like physicality
Yes.
for people to takata. They takata with their hearts.
And for me, it's the fact that like the silent competition with people that I actually loved and wanted to grow with, and helped a lot in terms of our hustle. And you the more you grow, you pick up certain vibes that people are actually not wanting the same for you as a person. And the more you grow and the more you achieve certain things, you start experiencing different treatment from your friends, and because of this growth that I talk about, just because we're friends, everybody expect us to grow at the same pace. But friendship or life doesn't happen like that. Even in families, in friendships, in relationships, you are all going to grow in different pace. And as long as you are comfortable with your path as a person and your story and your reality, then you should be okay. And the problem is that the friendships that we keep, the people that we're friends with, are not comfortable with their own stories. They're not comfortable with their own journeys. They want yours. And because they want yours, now that has a consequence on the dynamics of the friendship. And the thing that you are talking about, trust, you know, I mean, you go through shit and you hear from other people that so and so, the person that you thought you were close with, told other people, and yeah. So that has been my general experience from friendship. Growing apart, and which I think is fair. People do grow apart, and it's okay to move on. The second thing is the silent competition. Why are you competing with your friends? Why? We are all destined to walk the path is different. We are all destined to achieve izinto ngamaxesha ahlukileyo. Even though we are one in one group, I'm going to achieve something first, and you're going to achieve something first, and we can't all achieve the same things at the same time. And if you're not comfortable with yourself in the friendship and your story and your journey, it fucks up everything. Because if Zola gets this before you, you're not okay. You're not really clapping for Zola as your friend because you wish it was you. But when you achieve something that Zola hasn't achieved, he claps for you. You know, so those are just some of the tyrant nonsense that I've experienced from if friendships are machid.
But guys are also very competitive.
It's okay. It's okay to be competitive. It's okay to tell your friends if you're writing exams and bro, I'm gonna get more than you. It's okay. Not for us to study together and when I get an 80, you get a 60. All of a sudden it's a problem.
Yeah.
Now you can't stand the fact that people are like impressed with your friend's achievement. And then, you know, those things are not necessary. Sonke, as you said on one of your posts, that we can all, in your post and in our previous video actually, we can all, there's enough for all of us.
Everyone to exist.
Yeah, so clap for someone when they achieve. I, like, similar to you, like Umona now, I get so inspired by my friends.
Doing well.
I get so inspired by watching people that I know doing things and making things happen. It makes me believe that actually now, even if you're a footballer and you're my friend and you're doing well in football, I don't want to be a footballer, but you make me believe that I can do well. The problem with friends now, because I'm good at football, now you also want to be a footballer now. So
that's a problem.
That is a problem. Yeah. So that's the problem that I've experienced in friendship. Like, just do you.
So if you have a friendship outfall, always question what was the outfall. Where did things go wrong? Find out if you were the problem.
Where did we go wrong?
Wow.
Hey.
Find out if you were the problem and what did you contribute to that outfall. Because I feel like issues in friendships are conflicted emotions in your heart.
Yeah. No, you're right. I think at least with girls talk. Yeah, but Kuti is like, fuck you, bro. You know, kind of vibe.
Some girls talk, some girls don't talk.
Yeah.
Even though, like, as much as guys are like, fuck you, bro, there are girls that are bitches that are just like, fuck. And they will do whatever it takes to make your life hell.
But why do you, I want to understand.
Guys, people will do whatever it takes. To the point where someone hates a girl so much, they can create a fake account to drag someone. Like, guys aren't that dramatic. Guys fight. Fight. No, wait. I'm getting somewhere. Guys fight, ne? And then fine, you fight and whatever not. Like, you... Fuck you, move on. You leave each other.
Not really.
Girls.
Some niggas will still trash you behind your back.
They'll trash you
behind
your
name
back,
because
but
they're
not to the point where they create a fake account to
but in other ways.
troll you.
But in other ways. They'll fuck you up in other ways.
It goes in a drama zone. To the point whereby will do whatever it takes
to make sure that
especially in this time and era, because there's cyberbullying.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. And I feel like as people, we need to check ourselves. You cannot be a normal human being going to create fake accounts to troll someone. Like, that is not okay.
It's not normal.
It's not okay. Like, it's really not okay. And I feel like people suffer from depression because of those things. And
I just think if you ever fall out with someone, just move on.
That's my take now.
Just leave someone alone.
Before I would get so hurt.
Leave someone alone. Don't what you're talking about, creating cyberbullying, whatever. Fake accounts just to cyberbully someone. Just move on with your life and do you. Just leave people alone. If you can't be in their lives to contribute positively, then bounce. Don't stay or don't move. And then shift your entire energy and focus on destroying someone else's life. Yes, the buzzes are now in your life.
And also you're blocking your blessing.
I also think, like, with the power and the impact of social media, we just don't know who our real friends are anymore. Like, you don't know if somebody comes into your life with the right intentions.
That's true.
Or they come to your life because of the concept of association.
That is very true.
Some people... You may think they're your friends, but they just want to be associated with you.
Because of who you are.
Because of who you are.
And what you have.
I think there's a very thin line. But I think it's okay for someone to be inspired by what you do and want to be in your circle so that they can be inspired by what you do. But there's also those people who are envious of what you do and who you are. And they just want to be in your circle to benefit from that. And that's because of our Instagram, our Facebook and whatever. And the social capital that someone now carries attracts a lot of people. And I think that's why I think the concept of friendship now, one is to be so skewed. You may think those people are your friends. But they ain't really your friends.
That was what I thought, actually, by the way. Just to discretion point of view.
Yeah.
In our relationship, I'm always the person that is like letting people in and is like, oh yes, so and so is my friend. And Zola's like,
yeah, no.
No. And I was like, he's the person that checks me. He's like,
there are acquaintances.
Really?
There are acquaintances and they are friends.
Really? Can you hold this person when you're in trouble?
Yeah.
When you are stranded somewhere, when you are stuck, when you are sick. If your dad has died, or
will
if
they
your
be
mother
there?
has died,
Will they be there to
will they
run
be the
around
first
your
people
house?
that get there? That's how he measures.
I mean, then you're not my friend.
It's like, if this person is able to be there in a few minutes or like within an hour after your parent has died, that is a friend.
I always tell Babalwa, I separate my friends and
guys like everyone. Like, if I know you for like 2 months and we talk all the time, you are my friend. And so I was like, no.
I separate. Like, I've got people that I party with, right? I've got people that I'll hit up on a Friday and say, yo, where you at on Saturday? And they're like, yo, Mfethu, this is where I am and this is what's happening. Kumnandi, pull through. Then I pull through and we're fun and tomorrow ndiyagoduka now uyagoduka sigrand, we cool, no bad vibe. And then you've got like your friends, right? People who, like, if you're in a corner, you will give them a call and say, bro, help me out. If someone has passed away, they'll be there to help.
If it's your
kid's birthday, they'll pull up, they'll do something. Those are your friends, and that's how you measure friendship. It's the value that someone brings into your life. Value. Like, what do you bring in my life that's actually better? Can I depend on you as a person in times of need? And you've got your acquaintances, right? Which is that's like the huge group.
Pool.
That's a huge pool of people and you're cool with. If in the Hamba I happen to be at a nightclub and I bump into you, you have a table, we'll chill. If I bump into you somewhere, we'll stand and we'll talk. We'll chat on the socials and those kind of things, but we're not necessarily friends. And I just think the concept of friendship, the word has been used so loosely in our day and age. Everyone is a friend just because you know them and you talk to them. And that's not what friendship is about. And that is why we get our hearts broken, because we don't know how to distinguish between a friend, an acquaintance, and just someone you can just have fun with and party with, who are not necessarily your friends. So if you can distinguish from the three, the people that are in your circle, you will be able to protect your heart. Stop being hurt by acquaintances and by people you have fun with or party with under the name of friend.
That is very true.
And I think that's a problem. I've got a lot of acquaintances, and I've got a lot of people I'm cool with, but I don't have a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of friends, and I don't want to have a lot of friends.
Same,
I've got people that I'm really cool with and I respect and I love, and they've all have mutual respect for each other. But I don't know if my kid can be sick tomorrow and they'll be able to leave where they are and come to my house and help me. There are very few people who would be willing to do that. And those are my friends. It's important for us
They say to a girl, fall pregnant and you'll see who your real friends are. And I feel like my pregnancy really highlighted who my real friends are, Shem.
Yeah.
Like, I know who my real friends are.
It's a tough experience, the process of establishing and learning who your true friends are, because you need to be in shit.
You're like, what
to
the
realize
fuck? I thought you were my friend.
Exactly.
Like, to certain people.
Yeah.
And then you realize that actually...
Bakhona abantu send a message that are meaningless, but they call yourself friends. They wouldn't come. Like if you're cooler or something happens or it's your birthday or you have a party, you're celebrating something, they will just send a message and not pull through. But they go around people telling people that they are friends.
Yeah.
Like for 4 years you know someone and you call them your friend. They don't even know where you live.
They've never been to your house.
They've never been to your house. How is that a friend? Who doesn't even know who you are? Like if you don't know where I'm from, how are we friends? We're not friends. You don't know where I live, you're not friends. If you don't even know where I live, how are we friends? We're not friends.
And guard your heart, man. Guard the things that you tell people. Guard your space. Guard the people that you invite into your home. Guard the people you associate yourself with, because people don't necessarily have to do sorcery and witchcraft physically
to fuck your life up.
Umuntu anganqwena nje ngenhliziyo. And sometimes you can not get a job because someone wished that you don't get it. Like someone close to you as you ask angayifumani, just by use that person saying aske angayifumani can manifest into something, because words have power. So and
I think this video isn't just about negativity of the concept of friendship. I think
it's a lesson.
From the positive side, we also need to introspect. You must constantly question yourself as a person, whether in relationship, friendship, and as a child to parents. What kind of a child are you to your parents? What kind of a friend are you to your friends? And what kind of a partner are you to the person that you're dating? So now mhlawumbe nosithethayo like yeah yazi banyanisile kanti you are the toxic person in the relationship. So you need to check yourself now as a person. But what advice would you give to someone who's in a toxic friendship right now?
Puma glokona, babes.
It's easier said than done, you know?
No, honestly, honestly, do yourself a favor and leave. Guys, mental health, there's nothing more important than mental health in this day and age.
Yeah.
People don't leave relationships because of fear. People don't leave friendships because of fear and because they are comfortable. Because they've known this person for such a long time, they don't want to leave. And if it's not benefiting your mental health, leave. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. Just brave it out, pray about it, and walk away. Really, that's the only way that it can help.
Yeah, from my side, it's similar to what you're saying. If you want a successful friendship, you need to surround yourself with people that are comfortable with who they are, who are not going to be intimidated by your progress, who are not going to silently compete with you. If people are comfortable with who they are and their path in life, they will only support you and assist you so that you can realize your path. So surround yourself with like-minded people, man.
And people that have a direction.
People who have something going on for their lives. If you have something going on for your life and you're serious about life and pursuing your dreams, you cannot be friends with people who aren't, because they are going to pull you down. So surround yourself with like-minded friends.
And share the same
sentiments. And when you grow up in life, and it's okay to leave some people behind, because people do grow apart. What you wanted at 15 as friends is not what you want at 25. So it's okay that, I know there's that sense of loyalty when you've been friends with people for so long, especially like Nonsukekas and Nikula Nonke. But the reality is that some people are still stuck at where you guys were 15 years ago. And life and it's okay for you to move on with your life. And not be stuck there, and don't feel guilty about that, because boom, it's about progress. Anyway, guys, that was a mouthful.
That was
on the issue of friendships. Yeah, so let us know what you guys think on the comment section and what your experiences have been, because the subject is a very touchy subject that actually is quite depressing to a lot of people, because friends can be quite gagaring. And yeah, so we hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. As we said in the intro, if you haven't subscribed, do the right thing and subscribe to our channel so that this platform can grow. And guys, if we're listening, we appreciate you. Love.